inside lane 1, Frank, for you as they come down to you. We have Frank Murray down at the first turn. And on the Franklin County side, as they come around, Don McInnes, Dean Mitchell right here on the official barge. So we'll give you a blow by blow and a lane by lane. Bud is on the inside as they come down, and we're going to have, looks like, a good start of this race. Columbia Cup 1988, Budweiser on the inside. It slowed down a little bit. Miller on the inside of that. On the outside, Oberto.
Budweiser by nearly a rooster tail, and as you said, Tommy Deeth's got the inside track. It's Miller just outside him, and it's Larry Lauterbach outside Miller. Lauterbach going by Miller in the first turn, but it's Budweiser to Don.
Budweiser is definitely out front as he hugs the buoys and maintaining his inside lane. He leads the Miller High Life up on the backstretch. Lauterbach is chasing him in Vantage Ultra, followed by Oh Boy Oberto.
And up the back chute they go, Don. It's Budweiser out in front. Miller High Life coming up behind the Budweiser, and they're shooting up the back chute. They'll head to the west turn as they come out of the upper turn here at Columbia Park. We'll give you the times for Heat 1A as the Budweiser still hugging the buoys on the inside in that west turn. Here he comes down in front of this side, the Benton County side. A little jump on that, and on the outside of it, the Miller. And it is a good race on the outside. Here he comes. Here they come. Here comes the Budweiser. We'll get you the time on Heat 1A, the first lap, and a Budweiser has 1:41. The Miller has a time of 1:36, and the U10 1:33. Real close, Frank.
And the Miller's got to make up ground on the straightaway because the Budweiser has the great acceleration coming out of the exit buoy, but Chip's not doing it. And outside of Chip is Larry Lauterbach in the Ultraplane in third. He's a half a rooster tail back as they go to turn 2.
And Deeth goes a little bit wider on the turn this time as he pushes the Budweiser up the backstretch. He leads the High Life by about 6 boat lengths, and Lauterbach, accelerating coming off the turn, chases the two of them. And further back is Oh Boy Oberto.
And up the back chute they go. The Budweiser still leading, a little less than last time, though. In second place, the Miller, the Vantage Ultra, right behind with Larry Lauterbach. And there they go, 1, 2, 3 on the inside. Still the Budweiser coming to lap number 2. And the Budweiser on the inside with the Miller and Chip Hanauer in second place. Here they come. And the Budweiser is close to the buoys. We'll get you the times. And Chip Hanauer catching up a little speed in that corner and catching up a little distance. Here's the Budweiser. The time, 1:36. Chip Hanauer, 1:38. The Ultralight has a time of 1:34, Frank.
Looks like Chip's trying to make a little race of it right now, but he might settle for 300 points in second place. It's still close to a rooster tail lead for Tommy Deeth as they get into turn 1. Still Lauterbach a little further back in third.
And both boats swing wide of the turn. That's Budweiser and Miller High Life, and
looks
they both
like
got
Miller's
a little shaky out there.
There he goes up the back chute, Don.
And Miller is making a run on it. Dean, you got a perspective.
They're neck and neck going up the back chute. All we can see is one gigantic rooster tail, Don. And the Budweiser still is ahead, but not by much. Now the Budweiser, the Miller, and the Vantage Ultra, the 3 boats to watch out here at Columbia Cup 1988. We have 2 laps completed. We're ready for lap number 3, just about to be completed. The Budweiser on the inside.
Oh, wow.
And Miller Light, what a race. Those two are just sponson to sponson as they come around, and we'll get you lap number 3 times for you, Frank. Here they come. The Budweiser. 1:35, 1:37 for the Miller, and for the Ultralight we have a time of 1:32. Frank.
Well, they come in here, and Budweiser got a little on that last exit buoy, but Chip's hanging right in there. He's down about 2 boat lengths, and here he goes wide trying to catch Tommy Deeth.
Deeth is tight on the buoys this time. Miller goes wide, and he loses some ground as Deeth comes off the exit buoy flying. Here comes Miller with a hot acceleration. And again, Dean, as they come across by you, they should be deck to deck.
They are deck to deck. And a reminder, in 4th place is the Oh Boy Oberto and the KISW Miss Rock Jack Berry in 5th place. And he's just about to be lapped by the Budweiser. And Budweiser, the Miller Light has fallen back a little bit in this lap number 3. And now lap number 4 just about to be completed. And in 3rd place, very respectable, the Vantage Ultra. Here they come around the official buoy. And the Miss Budweiser has to swing wide to get around Miss Rock KISW. And so does Miller have to swing wide. And here comes the Budweiser. Let's get the time on lap number 4 for Miss Budweiser. The time, 1:33. Miller, 1:32. Frank.
Yeah, it's still Tommy Deeth as they head down into the first turn again, and Hanauer is right with him, but he's on the outside. It doesn't look like he's either going to have enough to get him or going to try and get him. Boy, now he closes it down right there at the end of the entrance buoy.
Oh, and he is coming around the turn smoking. Here comes the Budweiser. No more than 2 boat lengths behind is the Miller High Life, and Chip Hanauer has his foot clear through the firewall.
Up the back chute, Don. The back chute they go, and it's a Budweiser, and all we can see is one rooster tail, although the Miller has dropped back a little bit again, right in that heading up the west turn. The Budweiser puts up the acceleration, and the Miller drops a little bit in that upper turn. Here they come, hugging the buoys, the Budweiser, and on the outside of it is the Miller. And here we come, lap number 5. The checkered flag is coming out. Lap number 5. Here comes a Budweiser by the official buoy. And it's Budweiser going dead. The Miller went dead. Budweiser 137. Miller went dead in the water. He's trying to start up again. Here comes the Ultra Light. The Vantage Ultra. The Vantage Ultra. And the Ultra comes in with 124. And there's a fire in the Miller. A fire in the Miller. There's a fire in the Miller, and here comes the third place boat. The third place boat is the Old Boy Alberto. The red flag goes up, and there is a fire in that. The Old Boy Alberto comes out, and the red flare goes up. There is a driver in the water because there's a fire in the Miller High Life boat. And here comes the Rock KISW and the Old Boy Alberto are both cut down now, and they're heading out. The rescue squads are heading out in the upper turn. The rescue squads are heading out. There's 4 boats converging on the Miller American High Life, and they're all converging on it. The driver is out. There is flames coming out of the Miller in the last part of that turn. The Miller almost completing the race, but then having the problem with the fire in the boat. It was swinging wide, and away it went. So the Miller High Life...
Hanauer's in the cockpit trying to shut the switches off, Dean, and get things under control.
Yeah, Mike said they're trying to cut off all the switches and get things under control. Mike's got the binoculars on the Miller High Life, and the driver, Chip Hanauer, is secure. The boat is upright, no problems there, but the fire is being put out. It looks like there's just smoke coming from it right now, but we're all right. The rescue sleds are there. There's plenty of them, and the Chip Hanauer is okay. He's standing up on the boat, and he had to turn everything out. The fire is out of the Miller High Life, and just a half a lap to go, not even that. I mean, just a quarter coming from the upper turn, and the Miller out of action, and just as it tried to catch up at the finish line, the first 3 finishers then, the Budweiser at 137 on that last lap, and in second place, the Vantage Ultra, the U10 with 124, and in third place, the U2, the Old Boy Alberto, and George Woods Jr. Now, I'm not sure what's going to happen with the red flare going up with just about 5 laps to go. We'll have to find out upstairs, and Mike Baracho is going to try to find that out for us. But we have just about a completed heat as far as that Miller American boat, the Miller High Life boat, and Chip Hanauer point, so we'll have to wait and see what happens as they come in to the first turn and head down for the start of this race with some 20 seconds now to go, and the way they're going now, unless somebody really kicks up a rooster tail, we'll have a good start.
Circus going way wide, it looks like.
Yes, Circus is way wide, Frank, and on the inside is Jackpot Foods, followed by the Pocket Savers in the second lane, and the third lane is the Miss Madison, and the fourth lane is the Seco, but here on the outside is a Circus. It's a good start.
It looked like Madison got a great start. Looked like Ron Snyder and Madison got a great start, and about 2 lanes out is John Prevost in the Circus, but believe it or not, it's the brand new Ron Jones built Miss Madison, whole set Miss Madison and Ron Snyder in the lead.
Oh.
Now the Circus kicks into it, coming to the outside.
And we can believe that, and the Madison gets into the turn first, and he's in lane number 3, and Ron Snyder kicks it up on the backstretch off the exit boy, but here comes Circus, and he's going to go by on the outside.
Oh, they're neck and neck. He can't make it. and Madison is pouring it to it. And still in second place is the Circus Circus, but I can see that pink boat just on the outside as they go up the back chute, and the Circus Circus is trying to catch it, but on the inside will be the Miss Madison and Ron Snyder, and he will be able to hold, if he can hold this position on that west turn. No, swinging wide on the outside on the first turn is the Circus Circus, and we'll get the times, but still hugging the buoys is the Miss Madison and Ron Snyder driving. Here he goes, but swinging wide is the Circus Circus. Lap number 1 just about to be completed, and on the outside is the Circus Circus. The times for lap number 1 is 1:25 for the Miss Madison and 1:23 for the Circus Circus. Third place, here comes the Seco and Mitch Evans. Here you go, Frank.
Yeah, it's a boat race now. It looks like that's what Prevost is trying to make out. He's only down about 1 boat length or 2, and he gets him on the corner again, Don.
Yeah, Prevost runs corners very well with that turbine. Of course, that's what they do the best. And now Prevost does go by as they leave the exit pin coming out of the turn.
And up the back chute they go. And is he ever pouring it on right now? But in second place, holding ground, not getting too far back, is Ron Snyder with the piston boat, Miss Madison, 1:30 qualifier, and he is catching up a little bit with the Circus Circus, Frank.
Well, the 125-mile-an-hour lap for an Allison in competition is excellent job, and it looks like I can't see the difference from way down here who's got who.
All right, on the outside is still the Circus Circus, but as far as position is concerned, because he's on the inside, the Madison is leading. So here comes Circus way on the outside. Here we come for lap number 2. And Circus Circus is going to catch him right in front of the official barge. I think it'll be almost neck and neck. Yes, he does catch him. On the inside is 127 for the Madison and 128 for the Circus, Frank.
Wow, that's great. That boat's just riding great. He only qualified 3 miles an hour faster. Snyder's driving a great race as they come into turn 1, but Prevost again has the acceleration as he goes by on the outside to Don.
Yeah, that Circus Circus handles beautifully in the turns, but so does Holset Miss Madison as Ron Snyder picks up some space on him, but Circus Circus gets him coming out on the acceleration off the exit buoy.
And that brand new boat up the back chute is holding its own. 2 laps completed. We're into the third. And the Miss Madison in the back chute. Look at it pour on the steam as it catches up. It's going to pass it. It passes the Circus Circus. Wow, did he ever pour it to it up that back chute, because Circus Circus is on the outside in the west turn. And in third spot, the Seco still with Mitch Evans, the U3, followed by Pocket Savers. And then in the last spot, the Jackpot Foods, Schaefer again dead in the water. So here they come. And a little bounce on that Circus Circus. Lap number 3 just about to be completed. Circus Circus on this straightaway will catch up again right in front of our buoy here at the official start. And the times for lap number 3, 1:34 and 1:34, a dead heat.
1:34 for Snyder in that boat. What a boat! They are dead even as they come into turn 1 at the Prince buoy, and Prevost accelerates again. What a race!
Oh, you expect the 134s out of the turbines, but off the turbocharged Allisons. That is fantastic.
4 miles an hour.
Him coming out of the turn, but Snyder is not packing it in. Sticking right in with him.
4 miles an hour faster than he qualified at.
And when they get on that west and up that back chute heading west, I don't know why, but every time the Circus Circus catches it going downriver, but upriver, here he goes again. He's passed. And in second place is now Circus Circus, goes up the back chute heading for the west turn and the upper turn. Here comes Ron Snyder. And Ron Snyder and the Miss Madison is on the inside, but here swinging on the outside again, Circus Circus lap number 4. They'll be getting the green flag with 1 to go as they come by the official barge. Here comes Ron Snyder, Miss Madison, and catching it going downstream again. Here comes the Circus Circus, and here they go. Now he's leading. He took a little earlier lead this time. Lap number 4, 1:35 for the Circus Circus, 1:32 for Ron Snyder in the Miss Madison, Frank.
Well, maybe Prevost is just playing with him, but with the other boat in the Miller camp with no points right now, I think he'd go all out, but it's a great race now. It's Prevost on the outside, and he's got a rooster tail lead now.
Yeah, Prevost leading by about 10 boat lengths, and he can, almost came out completely out of the water, takes another hop and another one as he leaves the exit buoy.
He really cut down there after he took those hops.
Yes, he really did. And Snyder now has cut back a little bit as well.
Okay, Ron Snyder going up the back chute, and he has cut way down in speed, because that must have been rough coming through your turn there, Don.
Yeah.
The Seco still in third spot, And in fourth spot, we would still have Pocket Savers Plus, and in fifth, Jackpot Foods. Here comes Pocket Savers coming by the official barge, and already lapped is the Jackpot Food. Here they come for the completion of the Heat 1B on the outside, and leading the race and getting 400 points will be the Circus U31. John Prevost, there he goes in his last lap. He had a speed of 130.756, and the last lap just being lapped almost right now is Jackpot Foods. But here comes Miss Madison, and a great race for Miss Madison, and a speed of 114. Really cut back, Frank, as Frank heads back to the pit area.
Yeah,
go
he
ahead.
did. But Kyle Snyder just drove a great race. He wired the start. He did everything he could to win the race, but when Prevost wanted it, there was no question that the Circus was faster.
And we'll get the rest of the times as the other three boats come by. The also-rans in this heat, and that was a good race between Circus and Miss Madison. They qualified the way they finished, 1-2. Circus qualified at 1:45, but had a couple of great laps. That one lap that it started to really show was lap number 4, as the Circus went at 135, and the fastest lap was 1:34. But that lap number 3, they both had identical times of 134.228 miles per hour. And how's that for likeness? The Seco goes by at 105, gets third place in today's heat. So Circus with 400 points, the Miss Madison with 300 points, the Seco with 225 points, going by Pocket Savers Plus in fourth spot with 169 points, and Jackpot Food will get 127, the fifth place boat. And of course the other boat in the race, the Pietro's Jack Schaefer Jr., the U5, did not even start. It went dead as it was cutting across the infield, getting ready to